Okay, good morning. Here we are. We're back out to work on the BMW. It's the 325i. I took the bumper off of it last night, and I meant to videotape it, and I did not. Here, as you can see the side of it, here how it comes off in one piece. Now, of course, the reason why I'm doing this is the damage that I had noted earlier. This corner is busted up. Somebody hit it here on the side. Of course, I bought it this way. I'll show you the bumper cap right here. So it's a whole piece. That whole, it's a bumper cover. And of course, you can see the damage right there. And so it's not like you can really fix this thing. Maybe somebody with expert skills might be able to, but unfortunately, I don't have those type of skills. So what I've done is, I've taken that bumper cover off. Now, it took me a little while to figure this thing out, so I didn't take it off the right way. I'm making this video so those of you out there that want to remove your bumper cover, you'll know what to do. So there's some holes here on the side. See these holes? Now those holes connect with this little bracket right here. You've got these little sliders. See these little sliders right here? There's 3 of them. And they connect, of course, with these 3 holes. Now, how that works is, and they're angled. I don't know if you can see that. They're kind of on an angle here. And then it's got a little groove at the end. See that? So the way they work is, you're going to take that bumper cover, and you're just going to kind of push it right towards this, and it'll go right onto those little brackets right there. You can see them. See them right there? It just kind of goes right up on there. The problem is that this bumper cover bolts or has little push pins right here, and right here. And then there's 3 on the bottom. You can't get to them. So then, how do you get to them? Well, the way I got to them was, I just ripped the bumper cover right off. I got frustrated with it, grabbed it, and ripped it off of there. So it solved my problem. I got the bumper cover off, but of course, to go to put one on, you can't do that. So I figured out how you do it. So there's 2 bolts. There's a bolt here. Coming over here, there's a bolt here. That's on the back. You get to those bolts from under the bottom. Right there, 1 on each side. Let me show you how you get to those. On the bottom of this bumper cover, we're gonna flip this thing over. Because this is the top. We'll flip it right over, and here's the bottom. There's a hole. Over the other side, here's a hole. This will cut out sections where the tailpipes are. There's a hole, and again a hole. Right, you go right down through there, you can get to that bolt, and again, that bolt. Now those bolts are, they're Torx. Let me show you real quick here, if I can find my key. I'm going to show you what, just so you know, I'm sure most of you out there know what a Torx is. But let me just show you if I can find it here real quick. And amongst all of these tools that it took to take this apart, I've got it somewhere on something. I've got it on a socket. Oh well. Anyway, I'll show you one of them. It's this type of socket. See that? So I was able to take one of those, it's down here somewhere, hook it on, there it is. I hooked it onto my ratchet, and that's how long the extension was that I used, was shorty extension. And then I hooked it on it, and I was able to start loosening them up. Although, again, I did not get the bumper off because I didn't know that's how you did it. Right now what I've got is I've got some blaster. This stuff, PB blaster, I've got on there soaking the bolts. I just could not get them. Once I got the bumper cover off, I saw where they come from, and I put that on to soak it, but I still haven't got the bolts off yet. Anyway, so once you get to those bolts, if you can get behind them to soak them, that would be great. Let's see if there's any way from here. I don't see of any way. So I soaked them. But once you get those bolts off, you're going to take that bumper and the bumper cover, and you're going to slide the whole thing off. Now, before you do that, underneath of here, you're going to find, which is hard to believe, but it's this one little screw goes up right up underneath it here. One little 5/16 inch screw. I'll show you. It's a 5/16 inch screw right here. Little 5/16 inch screw goes straight up from the bottom, one on each side. So one's going to go here, and then we'll go back over to the other side. And then you're going to have one again right there. You take those two screws off, unbolt each one of these bolts from the bottom, from down bottom here, right? One there, one here, and that whole bumper, this bumper and the bumper cover will slide right out. Once you get that out, then what you do is, let's flip this bumper back over. Then you can see the brackets. See the bracket here, see them? Each one of these brackets down here, these are on the bottom of it. See, here's a bracket here. Each one of these brackets has a little push pin, just a little plastic push pin. You take the push pin, you pull it out, and then you can pull that little piece out. Once you get all them out of there, you can separate this from your bumper. Once you do that, you take your new bumper cover, you put it on your bumper, put all your little plastic push pins in. Let me show you what a plastic push pin looks like for this bumper. Okay, there's a bunch of them again. So that's a plastic push pin. Real simple to take apart. All you got to do is, what I did was I have a little tool here. See if I can find it. Oh, I think I remember where I set it at. Oh, it's right on the bumper. So I use this. I don't know what other people use. I use that. What I did was I took, see if I can hold this and do that at the same time. So I just took this little piece and got it up on the head, up underneath it like that, pulled it, I pried it. Basically you're prying it like that. And then I pried up on it, and then I was able to pull it up out of the hole. Because the way it goes is, let me show you here. All right, so here's the hole right there. This just goes down through the hole, see, just like that. And then this just pushes down in. That's simple, see that? And then it holds it, because of course it's down into that little hole right there. And so what you're gonna do, take this little tool that I have, may be difficult to do while I'm trying to hold this. You're gonna take this and get it underneath that, just like that, and then you're just gonna pry up on it. Now, of course, it's gonna pull it apart because it's in that metal, and then it just pulls it apart in between those two, and that's it. And then once it pulls apart, again, it looks like, once it pulls apart, it looks like that, and then you just pull the whole piece up right up out of the hole, and you do that on all of them, and then you end up with, again, you can pull the whole bumper cover right off of that metal bumper. That makes it so much easier once you understand what you're doing. And I kind of figured, I looked for some videos. I couldn't find any videos. I'm sure they're there. I'm not very good at looking up videos. So hopefully you'll be able to find this video and be able to help you out. Now, something to keep in mind when purchasing your bumper cover is, which you can't see it on here, this is where it got smashed up at. So this is where the damage is. There's something that goes here that holds this bumper on this corner. That's what I was showing you on the other side. I'll go back over there and show you again. So this one has it because this side didn't get smashed up. So it's got this little bracket right here. See this little bracket? Comes across all the way across to here. See right here, bolts on there. Some bolts here, hold this thing on. Somewhere up underneath it here. Here's one. There's a couple others under there. You have to have that because these are little clips that hold the side of the bumper on. So keep that in mind. If you're just replacing the bumper because, say, the back is damaged, well, not a problem. These are probably not damaged, so you're probably okay. But if you were hitting the side or something, you'll probably have to replace those. So I would go looking, like I did notice on mine. Not only is the bracket damaged, but I noticed that some of the bolts look like they're damaged as well. So you may have to get the bolts as well. Something to keep in mind when you're working on that. Okay, so hopefully that'll help you out when you get ready to replace your bumper. You know, because again, when I go to do these things, it seems like invariably I end up having to tear it up. Not that it matters because it was already broken. As you can see, I ripped it pretty good trying to get it off there because I couldn't figure out how to come off. So hopefully this will help you. Alrighty, hopefully till the next time. I've got a few other projects on this BMW I'm going to do. One is the clutch. My friend put a new clutch in it when I bought it from him. He put a new clutch in it and he was still having problems out of it. So I'm going to tackle that project. I'm hoping it's something like a slave cylinder, or maybe he just didn't put the clutch in properly. I don't know, but so we're going to tackle that. Anyway, other than that, hope you have a good day and we'll talk to you on the next one.